Yeah, definitely see the two packs there. Looks like they're getting about a nice 3 second split between them and that first pack.
Yeah, it's real easy to lose that lead draft. I was a victim of it myself in a couple races. So, what do you think we're going to see tonight, David?
The way it looks right now, I think they're content to run single file. I mean, it's a very long race. It's 133 laps tonight. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they settle in. You know, count down some definitely count down some laps off of here, and then might see a wild finish at some point.
Yep, that the one in the 71. They need to get bunched back up to the 11 and push their way back up to that next group.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try something on that high line. Maybe work together. Oh, the front run, that whole lead pack all the way back, nose to tail.
Yep, I think that second group they're content just sit back there and ride it out, hoping not to get caught up in the big one.
Yeah, it's one thing you've always got to worry about these super speedways is when is the big one going to happen?
Not a matter of if, a matter of when.
Exactly. That's the other thing I
Yeah.
notice about these cars. They don't like to suck up to the back bumper as much. You know, you get to a certain spot and you kind of stall out a little.
All right, I noticed that myself, and it's like I said, it's easy to lose a draft, and it's hard to get bunched up, suck up to the back of them.
That's why you're seeing a little bit of a gap in between all these cars because it just hits that bubble, it hits that pocket of air, and the guy in like third place in that line really has an advantage on that.
Right, he can run up in there, and he can he can suck up a little bit easier the guy in a second, but yeah, it's just like he hit a wall and he just can't move any further.
Yeah, it looks like that second pack's actually falling back a little bit further there. 8 seconds right now from that lead pack.
And they don't want to fall much further behind, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's take a look at racing information. The track temperature tonight started out to be 126 degrees tonight. It makes for a hot racetrack.
Yeah, and that track being so hot, these tires are gonna get greasy and cars are gonna start slipping, sliding around. I noticed the tire wear is a little bit more noticeable with these next gen cars than they are with the current version of the cars. Current version of the cars, you can really go deep into the race without changing tires. Tire wear is not a big deal. Next gen cars, you can really tell that the tire wear is more noticeable. And with these track temps being 126 degrees, I think you're going to really notice the tire wear is going to be a lot more noticeable, not more prevalent. I think they're going to be looking at tire strategy a lot more with these next gen cars than they are with the current cars.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They are running 70% of the race tonight, and they are at 70% of fuel in a limited tire set. So tire play really doesn't fall off that bad at a super speedway, if I remember correctly, with these next gen. But definitely that fuel is going to definitely play a factor with these sequential uh, gearboxes.
Right, right, yeah. Like I say, it's not huge as in, super speedway versus other tracks, but it is no more noticeable in the next gen versus the current version cars. Um, but still, it's gonna come into play. Some guys, it's gonna have a factor, I think.
Most definitely.
But the 15 car, Will Barlow, he looks like he's content to lead, and looks like they're content to let him lead. He's going to be using a lot more fuel being the lead car. The 33 and the 88 and the 28, they're going to be content to let him lead because they're going to be able to save fuel. They're going to be at half throttle, 3/4 throttle. They're not going to need to use as much fuel, and they're going to be able to save fuel. So Will Barlow is he's going to pick up you know TV time, broadcast time. He's going to be up there leading. He's going to look good and lead some laps, but he's also going to be using the most fuel.
Right. Yeah, you got a couple of guys in the back there starting to peek out and see what they can do.
Yeah, are they peeking out, see what they can do, or are they peeking out because they're getting a little hot? Is the engine temperature getting hot, so they peeking out, pulling that car off, or they peeking out, see if anybody's going to go with them? Right now, it's a little bit of both. He could be testing the water, see if anybody's going to go with him. He could be just maybe he's getting hot, but yeah, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be poking my nose out there and see if I get any takers to go with me too. But it's going to take a lot more of these new cars. It's going to take a lot more than 3 or 4 cars. You're going to need at least 6 to 8, maybe more to make that high side work.
Right.
These are all sharp-looking cars too. These paint schemes, these guys put a lot of work into them. You got the U.S. Army car, U.S. Marine Corps car out there, the race car out there. It's got the numbers placed a little different spot than that the 5 car. That the numbers placed in a little different spot. It's kind of unique, different. I like different. I'm different, right? So I like different. So I
Most
kind of
definitely.
gravitate towards that. So yeah, these guys put a lot of work in these cars. You can tell that they're pretty sharp. I like them.
Yeah, you got Doc Holliday right there in that pretty sharp 88 car. I'm kind of fond of that 88 car.
Yeah, I noticed that in Discord today. I was looking at the paint schemes. I was like, oh, Doc Holliday, Huckleberry Race Motorsports. Yeah, I'm a big Wyatt Earp fan. It really caught my eye and how the numbers transition collars. I was like, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Look at that 28 car SRM right on that hood. Got our sponsor going tonight. Like, click, and
Yep.
share. SRM. Sim Media
Yep.
Racing.
Yeah, one of the boss man probably threw him a couple chicken wings, put that on the hood.
Yeah, Boss Man had a chicken wing all over his cup car the other night. It was making me hungry. Definitely, these guys might be sitting here just riding it out. Again, like I said, just
It's not going to do any good to get all racy here this early in the race. Nobody wants to be out of the race this early. It's a long race. You want to be there at the end. You got to be there at the end to win it, right? You can't be hurting yourself this early. You gotta be there at the end. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So you got to be there at the last 10 laps to put yourself in position to win this thing. To be a winner at Daytona is bragging rights. It's prestigious, and you want to be the guy that says, "Hey, I made it. I did the 70% race distance, and I'm king of the hill."
yeah, it's always nice when you're the king of the hill. Bragging rights for the first race.
Yeah, and who doesn't want to be? He doesn't want to be the Daytona champion, right?
Yeah, that's correct. They have 5 sets of tires in pit lane tonight, and the field run is about 25 to 30 laps. Oh, and we
Yeah.
also do have stage racing tonight.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I think they'll have plenty of tires for the super speedway. The fuel is what they're going to be strategizing the most on, I feel.
Well, it looks like they're going to get at least a pit stop on every stage because stages are at 40, 80, and 130 tonight.
Yeah, they will definitely be. Let's see who's going to play their hands. Who's going to come up with the best strategy.
Last year's looks like it's going to be that number 5. Getting word that he won quite a few races last year, but however, not on a super speedway.
He did win the didn't he win the Clash this Wednesday night?
I don't have that information. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, you're right. He did.
Hey, no better time to start winning Super Speedway checker flags than right now, right? So let's start on the Clash and just and uh, and see what else can happen the rest of the week.
You're right about that. Oh, looks like you get that last pack back there stretching it out, or that front pack stretching it out about 15 seconds on these guys back there. You got that second pack leaded by Richard Smith there in that Toyota. That DoorDash 23 car tonight.
Yeah, they're trying to they're trying to get in line and listen to racetrack. They're working together. They're trying to coordinate where they can trying to not lose so much ground to the lead pack. The lead cars, they're really working well together. They're keeping it in line. Like I said, every once in a while you got one guy poking out. Like I said, either getting too hot or testing the waters. Oh, they got.
Oh, we got a
Oh my
crash.
lord.
Oh,
Oh man, that's bad luck this early in the race, David.
oh yeah, it's going to make for a long day. Let's go back and take a look at that.
Oh man, looks like that
Uh,
8 car just ran up on the back of the 48, got him turned and got him down in the '01 Army car, and then they went around.
let's see if we can go on board with the.
Yeah, I'd like to get a better shot of that. I want to see if it was just the air or did he actually get in the back of him? But he's got a big run on him from behind.
Let's go on board with the chopper. Oh, that 8 had a big run. Just kind of looked
That's
like it.
bad luck.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of hooked that 48 car and who got the 01. Bad luck.
That's bad luck for the 48 01. Yeah, Brandon Browning and Philip Lloyd, they had a good race going. They were that lead pack, and they were just biding their time.
Yeah, they both had a good run coming. It looks like we got all the leaders getting ready to hit pit road. This would put them right about in their fuel window that they were looking on that fuel run.
Yep, we got the 15 of William Barlow and Joseph Dumont to the 33. Everybody's coming down wholesale pit stop changes. Anytime you want to do pit stop changes under yellow, you want to do that.
You see Barlow there winning the race off of pit road. Looks like he's going to be followed out by the number 5 there.
Oh, Timothy Latham had a good pit stop. Great pit stop. He jumped all the way to second place. He
Yeah.
popped up 13 spots. That is a huge deal right there. Just the way as hard as these positions are to gain on the track, he just gained 13 on pit road. That is huge.
Uh, by no means. If your pit crew can win it off of pit road, my hat's off to them.
That is huge for Timothy Latham. That is a great pit stop. Nick Robinson in 71 had a great pit stop. He moved up 8 spots. Um,
Jordan
Justin
Taylor had
Boyles up 3 spots. What's that, David?
yeah, I was going to say Justin Sailors moved up a couple spots on that also. I believe he won he could pick up a couple positions on that on pit road. 33 looked like he lost at least 2 positions coming off of pit road there.
Yep, Danny Setzer picked up 7 spots. Tony Patton, tough break for him and Dave Fuge. Tony Patton lost 8. Dave in the 14 car lost 7. So not a great pit stop for them, but long race to go. They can make those up.
Looks like that 14 got some damage from that accident. You see that paint on the driver's side all scraped up.
Well, he was in that second pack, wasn't he?
I believe so.
It's kind of weird how you would get damage from that lead pack. They were so far back. Yeah, I didn't see any damage on the 8. I think the 8 he made out pretty good. I think he'll be fine moving forward right now.
Let's take a look and see if we can see where it.
Oh, I think he dead on pit road, David.
Oh.
He's turned around all out of shape.
Yeah. Tough break.
Yep, that's a tough break for him.
Right now, you got one that's off the track with Philip uh, Loy, who was caught up in that accident, unfortunately. Looks like the pace lights on the pace car are out. We're getting ready to go back to green. Lap coming to lap 24 of 130 laps.
Will Barrow and Timothy Latham will bring him down to the checker, and we're racing again, David.
Yep. Will Barlow. Oh. Timothy Latham keeping up with him. Door to door. Just Will Barlow getting that slight edge on that inside line.
And Jordan Sailors on the 33 was, or Jordan Sailors on the 55 was getting a big push in that 33.
And don't count out Doc Holliday in that, or no, I'm sorry, that 28 car. Kendra Levon.
And that inside row's making a good push to the front. The outside row's kind of dwindling out, and just leaving the 2 out there by themselves, the 5 and the 33.
No, you got Doc Holliday kind of pushed up, left that door open for that 28 car to get in. Actually, I'm sorry, the 29 car to get in there. Carl Dotson.
Yep, those cars look kind of alike. It's so easy to get them mixed up if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, that 8 and that 9 all just about look the same to me.
Yep. So the 5 and the 33, they've got down the bottom, left the 28, the 88 out there. Doc, he's all by himself right now.
Doc might have said
He's
it was
back in.
getting a little dicey up there.
Right, he might have bailed, and he's back in line now. Carl's going to test the waters on the outside and see if he can make any headway.
He's followed by that 70. No, that 71 looks like he's going to drop back down and leave him out to dry.
Yeah, you're going to need a lot of cars on that outside. You're going to need at least 6 or 8 to make that outside work with these new cars.
Yeah, Carl tucked back in under that, right in front of that 3 car.
And it don't take long to lose that draft if you're not careful. We already got the 23 car, that DoorDash car. They're already losing. They're dropping off from that lead pack right now.
Yeah, you see that group of 2 right there with Richard Smith and Danny's. I'm sorry if I'm hacking your last name. Seitzer?
Nope, that would be Danny Setzer, just like Dennis Setzer, the old Bush driver, Bush Grand National driver, Dennis Setzer. That's Danny Setzer.
Thank you, Shane.
No problem, buddy.
And then further back, you got Tony Patson working that group of 5 cars there.
Yep, if they can stay in their pack, stay in line, I think they'll be fine. They just need to work their way back.
I think this five five car group here will catch that 2-pack, and maybe they'll be able to pull them all the way around and up front again.
Yep, I think you're right. The five pack will become 7, and as long as they can stay in line, they'll work their way back up to the lead, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, they only got like Richard and Danny are only about 3 seconds in front of this group. You got Jordan Saylor working all over the rear bumper of Will Barlow there.
Oh yeah, he's found a way to suck up to the lead car and give him a good push. Yeah, I noticed that on the restart. He was able to suck up right to the back of the car and get him pushed out there away from that outside lane.
Yeah. You see Kendall in that 3rd spot in that 28 car. He led 21 of the 40 laps on Wednesday's clash. But unfortunately, he got taken out while trying to make a pass for the lead.
Wow. Well, been there, done that. I know how he feels. That's a big bruise. That'll hurt for a little bit, but what'll take care of that is a win tonight. So looks like he's content to sit in the rocking chair and just follow right now, which is, like I said, it's a long race and you can save fuel sitting back there. And if you can stretch out a couple extra laps and it comes down to, sounds crazy to say, a fuel mileage game at a super speedway, you never know. Sometimes it plays out that way.
Right.
I see that second pack back there. They're just falling back some more. They need to get in line, and there's a method to your madness when you're just so far behind, but there's a point where you get too far behind, but you get so far behind you can't get caught up. But I think there's about 10 laps to go to stage 1, and they'll all be caught back up again, and we'll do it all. We'll rack them up again after pit stops, and we'll do it again.
Most definitely.
So you got William Barlow in the 50 machine leading this first pack. Jordan Saylor's in the 55s in second. Kevin LeVron in the 28s in third. 71 machine and Nick Robinson is in fourth. 91 and Jason Trips in fifth. Carl Dodson in 29. It's in sixth. Brian Mabry's in seventh, and the number 3 machine Justin Boyles in the eighth spot. Timothy Latham is in the 9th position. Joseph DuPont is in a 33 car in 10th spot. Doc Holliday in that Huckleberry Motorsports machine in the 88. He's in 11th. Danny Setzer in the 17 machine. He's in 12th. Richard Smith in the Toyota. He's in 13th. Tony Patton in the other Toyotas in 14th. Brandon Brownings and 48 machines in 15th. Jason Baker in the 11 cars in 16th. J.D. Baker, number 1 machines in 17th. Dave Fuge Jr.'s in the Blue Oval, 14 and 18th spot. P.J. Inkleton in 19th in that 93 Chevy. And Philip Loy is in 20th spot.
Yeah, it looks like Philip might have taken it back to the hauler. Maybe too much damage on the car.
That's too bad. Opening season, you want to open a race of the series season. You want to be there at the end. You want to race a little bit more than what you got when you had the opportunity to.
Most definitely. Well, we're coming up on 7 laps to go before the first stage. How about we do a little bit of turn it up?
There you go.
All right.
Give this fan something Hear them engines roar. Get him something excited.
Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, we got Will Barlow still out in the lead.
It looks like PJ's gonna stay high for him. Let them have the bottom. Let them race through. That was mighty nice of him.
You see that about that 4-car, 5-car breakaway.
Oof, 28. They were getting a little squirrely there for a minute.
Now they're coming down to about 2 laps to before that stage 1. Try to get as many points as you can.
I hear you. Yeah, is Jordan Sailors, is he gonna sneak up there and steal the stage win, or is Will Barlow gonna ride it out and take the green-white checker? I don't know. Might not. Kendall on that SRM machine might not give him a choice. Might push him up there. Might be too good. Might be too good of a chance to be. Might be too good of a chance to sit back.
You got Kendall line there.
Right.
Will Barlow would be your
Kendall over on the 28th and third place of your stage. Nick Robinson is 71. Is, I guess that'd be second, and 71 would be Nick Robinson in third.
I don't think they go to cautions on the stages.
Got it. Oh, look at there. You got Will at the top with the 71.
There you go. There's your stage.
Oh, that was exciting. Those cars were fanned across the start finish line. Yep. 15 car Will Barlow came was your first place car. Ken Levron, the 28 was your second place. Nick Robinson, the 71 was your third place. He moved up 11 spots in that stage. Jason Tripp was in fourth.
And it looks like Justin Bowles is rounding out your top 5.
So now I'll have a little bit of these drivers to get something to drink, go down pit road, get some fresh rubber, fill up in some fuel, and get them racked up and hold her breath for another set of laps, green flag laps.
Looks like Will Barlow is going to bring him down on pit road. After pit stops, let's see about bringing Will up, your stage 1 winner. Let's see.
Like Brandon Browning stayed out. Oh no. Oh no, we got a little mishap on pit road. Holy smokes. 29 sideways. 71 had to take evasive moves, was out in the grass. Another little mishap on pit road. Didn't look like he had any damage. It looks like he'll be able to recover and he'll be able to pick up right where he left off.
I don't see him in Discord, so we can't grab him. Let's see, who was that second place finisher, Shane, for that at the line?
That would have been our SRM machine, the 28 car.
Let's see if we can't find him and pull him up. Oh, there he is.
Mr. LeBron.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like I'm having a hard time bringing him up.
They're getting racked up, double file, getting ready to go green right now.
All right.
That little pit road mishap really hurt Carl Dotson, the 29 machine. Lost 11 spots on pit road.
Yeah, that's pit road can be a killer sometimes.
Looks like Brandon Browning in the 48. Looks like he's taking an EOL and going to the back.
Or maybe speeding on pit road.
I thought he stayed out.
Oh. Oh, that'll turn the lead back over to Will Barlow coming to the line.
And they waste no time. Front two cars waste no time getting single file. 71 car Nick Robinson drops in right behind the 15 Will Barlow as they take the green flag and go into turn 1.
Yeah, they broke out to a little bit of a lead there. Oh, you got that SRM car, 28 Kendall blinking there a little.
And Joseph DuPont in the 33s in third. Justin Boyles in the 8s and fourth. And they're getting single file and trying to get caught up right now. The 8 car just decided he's going to take the outside.
Yeah, it almost looked like that 8 got a decent run and had to get out of it before he got into the back of.
All right, they'll get caught up those front two cars pretty quick. You can see that 33's making up the ground right now. He's closing the gap as we talk. But that EOL really hurt 48. The 48's really, it's already lost the draft already.
Could it be that when he got into that damage on that first caution tonight, maybe
Very
has a
well
little
be.
engine problems?
Could be. Very well be. Yep, at 33, he's managed to close that gap up on the front two cars. Those blue ovals, they're up front leading right now.
Yeah, you get those two Fords hooked up, and you see there's a third Ford in the mix running in that 4th spot.
Yep, Kendall in the 28 machine. He's running that 4th spot, another blue oval. So Joseph's just surrounded right now, but he's got help coming. They're lined up. They're lined up 5th through 9th right now. The bow ties. So he's got help coming. He's not all alone.
Yeah, it's like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, only four Fords in the field, 2 Toyotas, and the rest are Chevys. As you ride on board with Doc Holliday here through the tri-oval.
Looks like Carl's bringing that second pack up to the front pack. And then the 20, oh, he was leading that 23 car, 23 and 86, but he just got pushed out of line. So he's up on the high side right now. He needs to get back in line right away.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little damage on that rear bumper there.
Maybe his splitters, looks like his splitter's a little damaged on the front of the car too, so he might have Might have been planned. He might have moved up out of the way, so let the 23 lead. But they definitely got to stay in line, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm right about that. If they want any chance of catching this lead pack or trying to stay with them, they got to definitely get tucked in single file.
Yeah, right now it's real early in the race still. We just completed the first stage, so they they're not in any jeopardy of they just have plenty of time, so they don't no need to hit the panic button yet.
Now it looks like you got that 48 making a pit stop.
Yep, he's making his way down pit road. Brandon Browning, the 48 Ally machine. He's moving pretty slow. Might be done for the night.
I think you're right on that one.
Yep, the engine might have gave up the ghost. You never know.
Yeah, you see that tag. Nothing on it.
Yep. That front pack, they're still bunched up nose to tail. They're just keeping in the line, working together, just doing what they got to do, so they can fight it out there at the end of the race.
Looks like these cars are getting a little squirrely as the run's going on.
Yeah, like we said, the track temperatures and the tire wear is a little more prevalent with the next gen cars. And the steering, I mean, the steering is a lot different than what we're used to with the current cars. And it takes a little bit getting used to. Once the tire wear comes into play, and you're not used to that steering, you're gonna have a little more movement out of it. So it takes some time getting used to, David. Oh, 28's got squirrely right there. I thought good job recovering. He thought he might have gone around right there. That could have been big. That could have been big right there. So good job recovering on that.
Yeah, looks like JD Baker jumped into the pits and just came out.
Yeah. Jabber chat, they're giving Kendall a little ribbon about being loose. It's all in good fun.
See those first 11 cars all nose to tail.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to do. Stay together, stay towards the front. No one's really taking any chances. They want their car to be in one piece. They want their cars to be straight. They want the sheet metal to be straight. They want to have an opportunity to take the win at the end of this race.
Yeah, you get the win at Daytona, you got bragging rights for the rest of the year.
Oh, and Kendall got loose again in that 28 machine. He's down below the yellow line. He's gonna just bring her back up nice and easy, let them guys get by him. But that car is definitely becoming a handful for him right now. The rest of them, they got some movement going around, but they're not loose. Not loose like Kendall, that 28 machine.
Yeah, he definitely was starting to lose the handling on that car.
Yeah, that's another thing I notice about these next gen cars. If the handling goes away, you can really lose ground quick.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you get tucked up underneath somebody real close to them, you can get them loose also that way too.
Yeah, you're right. You sure can. Yeah, these next gen cars are it's just gonna change the game. It's gonna put the ball in people's court that not used to having it. It's gonna be able to do things, manipulate the air, be able to do a lot of things with these cars you couldn't do before. Some guys, you're gonna have to. I think you're really gonna have to drive these cars to where you might not have didn't it didn't it's gonna put the driving back in the driver's hands, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, most definitely. They are a handful.
Well, looks like whatever the 48th issues were, he's got the RPMs back up on the tack, and he's out there on the track making some laps. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or what, but we did see that the car was coasting in when we was in the cockpit view with him.
He might have been on a different pit strategy than everybody else. With being tied up in other
As you see these as long as the green flags or laps are coming down, and you see these cars moving from side to side a little bit more in the corners. The air is buffing these cars more. The tires, they don't have as much grip because of the tire wear. You're going to see a lot more moving around these did before.
As you see the top three getting closer and closer, coming up on that lap car. That car getting ready to go a lap down there. That's the 5 car.
Yep, I just noticed that. Hadn't noticed he fell that far behind until they came up on him.
That is your Clash winner.
Well, as of right now, I think he's the first car lap down. If something happens, and get right back on that lead lap. Oh, unless he's, yeah, never mind. I think he's more than one lap down.
Well, you hear that 33 had to get out of the gas there coming off before.
Yeah, but if not, he was going to have the same situation we had earlier. He's going to get a big run on the cars in front of him and possibly have some turn cars in front of the field. That would not been a good situation. Drive these cars almost as much with the throttle as you do the steering wheel.
Yeah, right now we are showing that 5 car 9 laps down.
Wow, I didn't notice anything had happened to him.
I'm right there with you, Shane.
I have to find out what happened because he was and when he left pit road, he gained. Remember we were all excited about all the spots he made up off pit road, and we were looking forward to a strong finish from him, and need to go back and see what happened.
It might have been part of that incident on pit road.
Could have very well been. Looks like they might be coming up on another lap car here in a second.
Who is that? That the 8 car?
Yes, sir, it is.
Justin Boyles.
Yeah, it looks like looks like Mr. Latham in the 5 car is able to keep up the lead pack. So whatever had happened earlier put him 9 laps down. It hasn't hurt his speed.
Yeah, he's staying right there with the leaders.
And let's see if Mr. Justin Boyles has the same luck. Man, looks like he's tucked right in there, and looks like he's able to. That's good.
That car looks pretty clean right now.
Yep, he slotted in right in front of Mr. Jordan Sailors on the 55 car. He was running up front there before that last pit stop. See if he can make his way back to the front.
Oh, Doc Holliday looked like he got a little loose there.
I need to find out. I'm pretty sure that 15 and 71 car teammates, they both had the same sponsor. Frontline, I think the 15's Frontline Esports, Motorsports. I had to find out that 71 car's teammates with him. Same sponsor. Yeah, 2 plus 2 usually ends up being 4, right? So,
Yep.
not familiar with this league, not familiar with these drivers yet, but new to broadcasting, new to this league, new to these guys. So hopefully, as the season goes on, we get more familiar with them and things run more fluid, more rhythmatic, and we can put more of a storyline together for everybody. Everybody in the chat, if you have a favorite driver, shout them out there. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know who your guy is, your driver is, and let us know what's going on with you.
Well, it says those top 3 want to break away from the rest of the pack there. As we reached the halfway mark.
Now, is that because the top 3 are pulling away, or did the 91 get a run, have to back out the throttle, and just create that gap, and they'll catch back up? We'll see. We'll see what happens here next few laps. That 88, he's gonna catch up that 91, and hopefully that 5 will come up to 80, 88, and they'll bring that gap back down. As you see these cars, how the handling starts affecting them. The cars get a little bit bigger gap in between them. So these next gen cars, you're just gonna see how the racing's gonna get spread out. I feel like throughout the race, these races as the season goes on.
Yeah, most definitely. It's these next gen cars, all new. I believe this is probably the first series that is actually using them right now. Don't know.
There's not many of them.
others.
There's not many of them. This is one of the first ones.
They are definitely a learning curve.
I have not warmed up to them yet, David.
I'm in the same boat as you. I am not looking forward to them.
I still favor the current car. I'm not a big fan of the next gen yet. They look good. I just haven't figured them out yet.
I tell you what, they sound good too.
They do sound good. So they sound good. They look good. I just haven't figured them out how to make them go fast, as good as they look and sound.
Looks like all your leaders are hitting pit road.
Yep, green flag pit stops. Yep, 33's in, 71's in, 15's in.
Oh, the 33
Oh,
shot
33.
past his pit.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. That's going to hurt him on track position. He might end up coming out by himself too, which was really going to hurt him. Can't afford
Yeah.
these new cars. I mean, before you couldn't afford it, you really can't afford it now. You cannot afford any mishaps on a green flag pit stop of these new cars.
Oh, I agree. You
You
saw it,
definitely
and
got to
look,
come in with a. You definitely got to come in with a dancing partner. You definitely got to go out with dancing partners.
definitely looked like he slid at least a pit stall and a half through his.
Yeah, and that's really going to hurt him on his pit out.
So as you see, after the pit stops, that 71 comes out in front of Will Barlow.
Yeah, he was able to make that pit stop work for him.
And if all three of them get lined up, you're going to have 3 Fords lined up nose to tail.
Yeah, we'll see how they cycle back through.
You see
They're
Nick
gonna cycle
out there
back
by
just the
himself.
way you said.
Yeah, Nick's out there by himself. You got Kendall with that 8
Oh,
car.
91 on the bottom. 91 on the apron there. He got loose and got turned sideways.
Oh,
He got her
man.
straightened up and pointing the right direction though. That's gonna hurt him when he's out. Pit out also.
Yeah.
He's not gonna cycle back with that lead pack like he was running before.
Let's take a look at, go back and take a look at that.
Oh, he's got some spoiler damage too. I don't know where he got that from.
Oh, he just lost it.
Yep,
Just
he's
trying
just
to come
trying
back
to.
up to speed.
Yep, he was trying to get all he could. Got a little too much.
Jason Baker right now, your biggest mover, plus 15 after that round of pit stops.
So he's been in, right? He's been in for his pit stop.
Yeah, he stopped 2 laps after everybody else did.
Oh, wow, he did make a big jump then.
Hey, but he's got a mirror full of that 71 right now.
And that 71's getting ready to get a big mirror full of 4 more cars coming at him. He's got that 28, 15, 88, 17.
55.
They're all bearing down on him right now. 33, 55, 28, 8. They're all bearing down on him right now. Yeah, I was trying to see how far. I didn't see how Will Barlow in the 15 got so far behind.
Yeah, as you can see, that 71 retakes the lead there.
Yeah, something must happen on the pit stop for Will Barlow to get that far behind. He's back there by himself right now, which is not good for him.
Yeah, right now running about 5 seconds behind Jason Baker there in that number 11 car.
As strong as he's been all night, something had to happen.
Yeah, you would think so.
Well, he's going to be getting some help pretty soon. He's got 5 cars coming up behind him right now, so they'll get caught up to him, and yeah, they'll either fall in behind him or he'll catch on to him and get pulled around.
Most definitely.
Right now, he's just waiting for him to get caught up because there's nothing else he can do at the moment, being by himself.
You see the top 6 there breaking away.
Yep, you get that top 5 there. You get that 6. You get the 55. He's gonna make his way back up to the front. Looks like. Assume where he was before that end of that stage. First stage.
Looks like I'm showing that 55 car at least a lap down or more.
Maybe I should start looking at my scores, scoring a little bit closer. First night, fans. Sorry, I'll get better. I promise.
Well, I can tell you right now that 8 car of Justin Boyles and Jordan Saylor, they are fighting for that lucky dog spot. They are both 1 lap down.
Oh, coming up on the back of the 29 car right now.
Oh,
That 8 car better make a decision quick. That could have been bad. That could have been very, very bad.
the 8 car literally had to check up that Kendall Levon was not cutting him any slack on that outside.
No, he really didn't have any out. He didn't have an option to. If he would have checked up, he would have got ran over by the people behind him. Lap cars, they have, they can do things as courtesy moves, but he really didn't do anything wrong. He did what he is required, held his line. Some people go to the apron, some people stay high. He didn't do anything really wrong there. He did what was required. He held his line. So people overtaking him is it's their responsibility to overtake and pass him safely. So he did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. But we made it through there without any incidents. So we're good to go. Keep moving. Keep trucking, guys. Keep going. Hammer down.
Yeah, as you see, that second pack finally caught up to Doc Holliday there. They're going to all try to work together and go back up to the front.
Yep, they picked up Will Barlow, our early leader of the race. They got caught up to him. He's sitting in the rocking chair there down with those cars, and they'll make their way to the lead pack.
See if they can cut into that 8 or 15-second lead, but it looks like in about a lap or two we're going to have that stage 2.
Yep, that's a good saving grace right now. So they'll get them all. They'll go in there. They'll get 4 fresh tires. They'll get all filled up with fuel, and they'll get double file, and take the green and do it all over.
Yeah, right now, like I said, you got that 8 car and that 55 car battling it out for that lucky dog spot.
Well, someone don't sound happy in driver's chat.
That's never a good thing when somebody's not happy.
That was a little bit more tame of a green end of a stage. So looks like Nick Robinson, the 71, is going to be your stage winner.
Looks like Will Barlow got went off track there, coming to that caution. Let's take a look at that. Oh, man, look at that together.
Oh man, that is not.
Oh,
That is horrible.
oh, gets it right in the nose on the
Mm.
outside wall.
So Nick Robinson is your winner. Kendall Orvan's your second place. Jason Baker's your third place finisher. Doc Holliday's your fourth place finisher. And Danny Setzer rounds out your top 5 of your second stage.
Let's see.
That's a bad deal for Will Barlow. He had a strong car all night. That's a bad deal.
That indeed it is. Robinson.
So what do you think, David? Everybody's going to take 4 tires and fuel, or somebody going to go for track position and just take fuel?
My best guess is at this point of the stage, you got about 50 laps to go. If it's me, I'm taking four tires and a full thing of fuel.
Well, you know us, you and I, we're not gamblers. We always want that 4 fresh rubber and fuel.
I just like how the car feels with four fresh rubber, with four fresh tires on it. Just makes it a lot steadier with that rubber buildup on the track right now.
We're not like some of our other teammates we have that like them 2 tires and roll, or no tires and roll. They like to gamble.
Most definitely, it's when you gamble, it's hard to say what you're gonna run into.
Well, looks like Nick is going to retain the lead. Came in first, came out first.
And you see Kendall right there coming out in that second spot,
Yep, looks
followed
like
by.
it looks like the top 5 came out just the way they went in, David.
Yep. Looks like Will Barlow is in the pits getting repairs done. Here comes Justin Boyles out now. Dave Fudge Jr. running in that 9th position. Looks like your lap down cars are hitting pit road now. We say we get where are we at? 1 to go, or yeah, looks like we're getting ready to go back green this time by. As they line up, getting ready to take the green flag here after this stage 2. Looks like we're going to have 45 laps to shoot it out to the end. At least one more round of pit stops to pad.
And that's going to be a green flag pit stop. It's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out. Who's going to make that? Who's going to have that mistake-free pit stop to possibly take the checkered flag?
The field spread out here just a little on this restart. 71 gets a huge jump on the rest of that field.
That's not always a good thing because they're going to swallow it and get it wound up.
Yeah, you got that right. Big jumps don't always work out at super speedways.
Not in the old cars. I don't know about these new cars, but I know in the old cars, you never want to get a big jump. You want to drag that brake and keep those guys close to you.
As you see Nick Robertson coming down to protect that low line there on that number 11. The U.S. Marine Corps car.
Yep, I think this is the highest he's ran all night. He's doing a real good job right now. He got a good start.
Up 14 spots so far from where he started tonight. Your biggest mover is that 17 car, Danny. And Danny is running. It's hard to say what that car is.
Very colorful. That's what that car is. Very colorful.
Yes, it is. Do not miss him on the track.
Yeah, Mr. Setzer's up 16 spots in that very colorful blue, yellow, and red car.
Looks like he's got his teammate right behind him in that 33.
It's good to have a teammate. Super speedways late in the race.
That it is.
And there are Huckleberry Motorsports cars towards the front. Oh, the 55 stays high. He's as the lead pack cars come around him.
Right now I'm showing about 7 cars on that lead pack. Again, you know, all the cars get single filed out all the way back.
I don't think I've ever seen this view before from a camera on iRacing. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, you see all those cars single file doing a little snake dance.
Yep, I think Nick Robinson in 71 is going to wish he had his teammate Will out there in the 15. He's going to when this race gets down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, it looks like right now Will is still in the pits trying to get that car repaired along with the 48.
Yeah, if they were talking, Will had 8 minutes of repairs.
On a super speedway, 8 minutes seems like an eternity. But you do have time to get it out and try to salvage some points.
Yes, you do. It's not as damaging as if it was a short track where you go down just sitting there helpless.
Right now these guys are running around 45 seconds a lap. Let's see if we can show some speeds here.
That was the camera angle we needed to crank it up.
Right now, your leader's doing about 195, 196.
Even though it's the last stage of the race, it's still a long way to go. And these guys are content to ride single file until it gets down to go time, last 10, 15 laps. Then you're going to see some action, folks. You're going to see some cars making their way to the front, moving and shaking.
The 3-car all by himself right now.
Yeah, him and the 15, they got in together. They're the ones that got in together. So he's got some damage. He's probably down on power. Sheet metal don't look so bad, but he's probably down on power.
Yeah. And that makes for a long day when you're just sitting there riding, you know.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
Well, let's go ahead and turn it up again. And then when we come back, we'll take it through the field. Oh! We got a wreck down the front stretch. Big hit from the leaders, big hit. Nick Robinson. Let's take it back a little bit further. You see a run coming from that Doc Holliday. Gets in the back of that 71, spins them. You got cars ducking down pit road. Big hard hit in the outside wall.
Right rear quarter.
There you got Doc Holliday as the leader now, entering pit road, leading them down.
So is this going to be deep enough into the stage to where they can make it to the end on fuel?
If it's me, they're probably going to be at least, possibly, anywhere from 2 to 5 laps short.
Well, looks like it's still going to be exciting as finish to the end of the race.
Looks like Doc Holliday's getting some repairs done on that car.
And the 15 car Will Burrow, he's back out on the track after he got his repairs made.
Should be very, very interesting here. Considering the fuel run is 25 to 30, that's going to be, there's going to be a lot of saving fuel here.
I hear you. I hear you. So yeah, the Mambruzzi cars, they got some bad luck tonight.
Definitely, for sure.
So now the ball game's wide open. We knew who the two strongest cars were. Let's see who's going to be. It's wide open now for the rest of the guys to see who's going to flex their muscle for this win tonight.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'd hate to jinx him if I did call his number. They're all starting to get lined back up for this restart here. You see Doc sitting there getting ready to start fifth on the outside, or actually on the inside there.
And Danny Setzer in that 17 car, he's really had a strong night. Jason Baker also in the 11. They both moved up 15 and 18 spots respectively. But Danny Setzer and their teammates, no, not teammates, but Danny Setzer, he's been quiet. He's ran a good, clean race. He's moved up 18 spots. So I'm curious to see how he's going to how to finish this race off tonight.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was one of the ones that was running towards the back of the field at the start of this.
Yeah, you're correct, Dave. He was.
I guess just biding his time, riding back there, getting ready to come back to next time by, take the green flag. We'll have 29 to go. Should be very interesting.
Yep, that 28 car, Kendall Orvan in this SRI machine, he's been strong all night. He's still up front. Um, Doc Holliday in 88, he's been strong all night. Then you got them guys that was running in the back. They're moving their way to the front now. So you get the 17. He's right there on the front row. So I'm excited to see how these guys that's been up front all night. These guys that's not been up there mixing up with them. See how well they mix it up again. Yeah, some guys believe you want to run up front so you can see how each other race. You can see how you're familiar with them. So I want to see how these guys that ran in the back and haven't been around these other guys all night, see how they play well together or not.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a strategy from here to the end.
Yeah, that 33 car, he's starting in the back. They're in a 7th spot, so he's separated from his teammate. So see if they can make their
Pace car,
way
pace car
help each
ducks
other.
off. Green flags out.
Yeah, Mr. Setzer did not get a good start.
Now you see him ducking down into that inside lane. Take that dirt stop. Floyd's in that 8 car. Right behind him in that 4 spot. Well, who showed their hand the first 100 laps?
I think a couple of those cars up front was playing it close to their best. 28 car, he pretty much laid his cards out there on the table pretty much all night.
Yeah, he's been up there towards the front all night long.
Yep, 10-4, 17. He's been keeping his cars close to the vest. He's up front now. 11 car. Pretty much middle pack all night. He's up front now. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Yeah. Back on Wednesday night again, going back to the clash, Kendall had a very strong car. Led almost half that race.
Well, see if he can capitalize on that. See if he can build off of momentum he found, any success he found from Wednesday night. How long these guys you think are going to stay in line? Have to be patient. The patience going to wear out early. They're going to last still the last 10. Just curious to see how long these guys' patience are going to stand.
Well, if that was you, how long would you stay in line?
Me, 10 laps. You, not very long. I know you will.
Yeah, by this point, I'd already be out of it.
We'd be in Discord trying to hold you back. The 91 car snuck out a little bit there. Probably testing the waters to see if anybody's going to go with him or not. Fell back in line.
They're all still nose to tail.
Nobody's willing to get out of line and make any moves yet. They're willing to just stay in line and bide their time.
Well, if you're out there leading, How do you save the fuel that you're going to need to make it to the end? Are you praying for a caution or
You're praying for a caution because there's just no way you're saving that many laps leading this race and trying to stay in the lead. You pretty much have to give that lead up, fall back in, and be third or fourth in line to save the fuel you need to save. But pretty much all these guys, if they're that many laps short that you said, they're pretty much all hoping for a caution.
well they all pitted on lap 97, which they would have to go 33 laps on a tank of gas.
Yeah, so they're all hoping for a caution. They're all hoping uh, the, for that mythical water bottle debris caution to come out.
I don't think they throw the caution anymore for water bottles.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying, David. You can't blame a guy for trying.
Now you throw a beer bottle out, it's possible.
Well, you're not throwing one out because you're the hold my beer.
No, somebody's holding mine. Let's go on board
Oh,
with.
11 decided he's gonna go back and save some. He's dropping back.
Turns that lead over to Kendall there. And that 28 machine. What is it with the number 28 in super speedways? They're kind of iconic.
They just asked Jason Baker if he was all right. He's like, I'm fine. I had an itch. How often are you going to hear that on the track? So yeah, 28 is very iconic with super speedways. You're always gonna. It seems like you're always gonna find that number leading on the super speedway.
So let's go through the field, shall we? You got
Take it away.
you got Kendall Levon holding down that top spot in first. Danny Setzer in second in that 17 car. That number 8 car of Justin Boyd's sitting in third. Good comeback for him. The number 3 Brian May Maybray, sorry, in that Goodwrench car running in fourth. Doc Holliday, he's been quiet, but he's been up front most of the night in that 88 car. Justin Baker, position leader, somehow had an itch and decided to fall back. He's running in your sixth spot with Joseph DuPont running in that 7 spot in that 33 car.
Ooh, he's pulling
Uh,
off for a green
oh,
flag. Jason Baker heading to the pits.
it looked like he was coming in hot.
There he was.
Tony Patterson's going to pick up that 8 spot now in that number 86 Toyota, followed by, I would assume it's his teammate Richard Smith in that number 2 Toyota. Jason Tripp in that 91 in 10th spot. David Fudge Jr. in that number 14 car, running 11th. Carl Dotson running 12th in that number 29 car. PJ Endelkins in that 93 car, running in 13th. Jordan Sailors is hitting pit road in that number 55 and 14th spot, along with looks like that 33 car of Justin or Joseph DuPont both hitting pit road at the same time. Timothy Lanham, who's won the Open, or that Clash Open, that number 5 car, running in the 15th spot. DJ Baker in that 1 car, in that 16th spot. Nick Robertson, I believe he has parked it for the night. Will Barlow, uh, running 18th, looks like he's done for the night. 48 car, it looks like he's still on pit road getting some repairs done. And Philip Lloyd in that 20th spot in the 01.
David, while you're going through the field, we got the leaders just peeled off pit road for green flag pit stops. Danny Setzer's leading the field right now. The 28's down on pit road getting his fuel, and he'll be heading back out as soon as he can. He's not going to waste any time.
Looks like they're getting a little racy up here.
Yep, let's see who's going to try to stretch it out. Can anyone stretch it out?
Again, depends on who saved fuel on those caution laps. When they took the green flag, they had 30 laps to go. Who saved the most fuel under caution? And the question would be, will we get another caution?
That's a very good question. I cannot see this thing getting down below, under 10 laps to go and staying green. You know how we are once everybody wanting to win. Everybody's getting greedy. The give and take, the patience is not going to be as cordial as it is right now.
Yeah, you see everybody right now single file.
That is not going to last, David. That is not going to last.
Your top 3 have still yet to pit. Their last pit stop was on 97. They may be trying to run it to the end. The next 3 in line. There's the 88 or the 8 and the 28 both just made pit stops not too long ago. They're back in 4th and 5th.
I'm looking for that 11 car. I want to see. Looking for the 11 car. I know he pitted before those guys. Let's see where he's going to cycle back out.
Right now he's 12th.
Oh yeah, he's back there, way down below the 28.
Right now I'm showing 6 cars on the lead lap. Coming to 15 to go. As Danny takes them down that backstretch. I don't know, something about you look up in the mirror and you see a black GM Goodwrench number 3 car coming up behind you.
Well, what do you know? Danny Setzer is going to run up on a lap car, which is his teammate. Now, is that going to bode well for him? Is that going to? It's going to have a drafting partner. Is he going to get out of the way? How's this going to work out?
Very, very good question.
They're coming up on him pretty quick.
Is he going to go higher or is he going to stay low?
This is the question. Looks like he's going to be staying low. They're going to go around him. Looks like the 29's coming in. Cody Carlson. That 29 machine. He's coming in for his green flag pit stop. He couldn't take it anymore. He had to come in and get his fuel.
Yeah, as you can see, that 33 not giving any slack to these guys.
Well, I think we might be getting that caution pretty soon. These guys don't settle down, David. Sorry to interrupt you.
I was seeing the same thing.
And we almost got it with that 86 car. 86 car almost clipped the 33. I thought we were getting it there, and then Doc Holliday and the DoorDash car, they
Oh, we got a
almost got
spin.
where the 86 car goes. Looks like we're gonna stay green though.
Looks like the 33 had got right on the back bumper of that 86. As they're coming off the corner here.
I told you that give and take is gonna be going away real quick.
Oh.
We got another one down there along the wall. Oh, 86.
Yeah, that was the replay from the 86.
Gotcha.
Looks like he hit the wall with the front nose and the rear. Tough break for him.
Yep.
That 33 got a run coming out of the corner and
Just made ever so slight of contact. It didn't take much. I noticed earlier in that first caution, it didn't take much for that 8 when he got the run. When he made that contact, it wasn't very much at all. It sent the car around.
well, we were wondering if that lap car was going to make a difference or not.
Yeah, we weren't guessing in that capacity though, and I'm sure he was.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think it was intentional. He just gets a nice run up off the off of that uh, fourth corner there.
And those 3 cars were able to break away from Doc Holliday in that Huckleberry Motorsports 88 car, and they're going to be able to break away, and the front 2 cars just have it out amongst themselves. Let's see what happens here.
I don't know. I think Doc has still got that draft, and he might be just biding his time to see what happens.
Right.
And then you got that 8 and 28. Still trying to play catch up there a little. Right now, these 2 guys are about 31 seconds back behind your top 3.
Yeah, they definitely need a caution to get caught back up, get back in this ball game. As it is right now, they're pretty much out of being that far back.
Yep. And then you got the 33, which is 1 lap down right now.
Yep, he's at 17 and 3's best friend right now. If he can stay right there with them and help pull away from the 88, it's just going to be the 3 and the 17 to battle it out. You see the distance they put between them and the 88 is since we spoke the last time.
Well, just remember, your top 3 have still yet to pit. Can they make it on fuel? 8 laps to go.
Yeah, you would think if they were going to pit, they'd have done it by now.
Last pitted on lap 97.
I'm biting my nails right now. These guys got me so nervous.
Oh, these are the kind of finishes I love.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It just made me nervous. I love it too, but I'm biting my nails. The guys got me crazy thinking, can they make it? Can they not make it?
Well, you know what? And Doc in that 3rd position, the 4th car in that line, he might be saving a little fuel. you see Doc pulling back up on the back bumper of that 33?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I did not think he was gonna be able to pull back up on him. Now, does Danny Setzer in that 17? Does he stay behind that 29 and just push and save fuel, or does he go around him?
Looks like he's going to go around him.
I think I would have drugged the brake and saved fuel. I think I would have took my chances.
Yeah. As you see Doc trying to get around that.
Yep, I think Doc said I'm just gonna pull in behind him and get drafted up.
Yep. As they come up on another lap car here.
Yeah, they were in race chat, and I think I heard Danny Setzer tell the 29 car that he needs a caution. So I don't think he's nervous about making it to end himself.
6 laps to go.
Here they come. He could not make it. They had.
Here comes Doc now.
Yeah.
Your top 3 are in. Danny lighting them up at the line, slowing that car down.
That's going to bring the 8 and the 28 to the lead, the 33. Or
the 8 and the 28
8 and
both.
28 on the lead laps. Yeah, the 8 and 28. That's going to bring them to the lead right now. They made their pit. They know they got enough to make it to the end. So they're
You got the 3, the 17 coming out on pit road now, and there's your the 8 and 28.
Yep. They looks like their pit strategy paid off for them.
As you see Justin Boyles and Kendall going by them for that top spot.
Yeah, that's gotta be a helpless feeling coming off pit road like that this late in the race and nothing you can
do. Yeah, very, very heartbreaking right there. Right now, it looks like they've got a 3.3 second lead over third place. Brian Maybray right there in that third spot. Doc Holliday back there in that 5th spot after he made his pit stop. As you see Brian and Danny going by the number 11, Jason in that number 11 car. 3 laps to go. Your top 2 broke away from the rest of the pack.
Yep, they pretty much got this wrapped up between them two. It's going to come down to the 8 and the 28, and who's going to who wants it more? Who's gonna take that checker flag and that trophy home?
Kendall doing everything he can to try to get onto that back bumper of that 8.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready to make that move yet, but he's getting in position. He wants to make sure he's as close as he can be.
As the famous words of Days of Thunder, I'm just setting them up, Harry. Coming to 2 laps to go. Oh, he's all over the back bumper of that 8.
Right, 8 got a little out of shape right there.
As Kendall starts to tuck back up underneath of him. White flag is out, final lap. Does Kendall have anything for Justin?
Just goes up to block that run he had on him. Here they go, nose to tail, going down the back stretch.
Oh, he's
got him on the outside. He tried to block him, but it was already out there. They side drafting. 8 side drafted on Kendall. Pulls him back to him. They're even now as they go through 3 and 4. Kendall pulls ahead.
This is your battle for the lead.
Oh, and he got around him. He tried
Kendall
everything he could.
is gonna take the win.
And that was a exciting finish to where just the side draft came into play. Try to come into play.
Justin Boyle's finished, taking the second spot, followed by Danny Schweitzer, Brian Mayberry, Joseph Dupont in that 5th spot, and Doc Holliday rounding out your top 6. Wow, what a finish. I didn't think he was going to get it.
I did not think so either.
All right, stay tuned, and we will grab our top 3 winners, or the top 3 finishers here. As we see Kendall burning it down. All right. Let's find Danny here. There's Danny. Let's pull Danny up. Danny, Dave, and Shane in the booth. Got a copy?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
3rd place tonight.
Yes. I'm excited about that. I led a few laps. I was hoping for a little bit better, but hey, I'll take a podium any day.
Yeah, you had a strong run there at the end. I thought I was really excited to see if you're going to make it to the end or not. When you're coming up with that lap car, 29, I think it was, you said you needed a caution. I was like, he's going to have to pit. But I was really hoping to see if you could pull it out. You ran back in the back, and then you were running up front there. And congratulations on that podium finish. Did the race unfold the way you liked it to? We always want to be the winner, but did it unfold the way you wanted to? Did you finish better than you thought? How did the race play out in your mind versus reality?
Well, coming toward, with 20 to go, looking at it, it looked like I was going to have enough fuel. 15 to go, looked like I had enough fuel. And then when I took the lead, that fuel just kept ticking off. I was getting worse fuel mileage, worse and worse as I took the lead. And once I was up front leading a few laps, I realized I was going to be about 3 laps short. I had a couple teammates behind me. We both took 3.6 gallons when we went in and tried to get back out. I missed my pit box. So Brian got out in front of me, followed him around the track as much as I could. I was really hoping Justin and Kendall were going to battle each other more than they did so that we could catch up a little quicker, but that just didn't happen. And I kind of pulled the double shake on Brian there at the end and stole 3rd.
Congratulations on your podium.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
They're probably not watching it right now, even though I sent them the link. But my wife, my mom, hope you guys are still up watching the race. It's 10 o'clock here, so probably not. But hey, just in case, I'll show them the replay. Love you guys. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Randy.
All
right, thanks, guys.
Down. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Let's get Justin up here. Justin, Dave, and Shane in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Great run on 2nd place.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I kind of hoping that, I side drafted him a little bit more there off of 4, but just wasn't able to get it done. So he was faster than me. I knew it was going to be pretty tough to keep him behind me there coming to the end.
And it looked like sounds like he was strong Wednesday night at the Clash there.
Yeah, he's probably been the best car all week at Daytona and the Clash, and then a couple practices we've done. He's just been consistently quick. In the summer series, he was pretty consistently quick as far as some bigger speedways like Michigan and Auto Club. So I think he's gonna be pretty tough to beat on these 2 mile and bigger tracks, especially the super speedways.
Well, congratulations on the second place. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Team Flashpoint Racing. Put together a good run. Unfortunately, we had some issues there early. Contact between Brandon and I, and got him turned around, and also took out Phillips. So I apologize to him. Tim had some issues with connection, so the results don't show it. But I felt like we were pretty strong this week, and we'll look forward to doing it again next week at Homestead and try to have some better results.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations again on second place.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for the
Yep,
broadcast.
not a problem. Well, let's go find our race winner here. Uh, there he is. Kendall, Dave, and Shane in the booth.
Gotcha, buddy.
Well, congratulations on a first place win and winning the season opener here.
Oh, appreciate it, man. It's just hard work putting yourself at the right place at the right time to get to the end. I was more worried about having a clean car at the end than trying to win the race, but when that opportunity showed itself, I took it.
Yeah, did you think you're gonna have the momentum to get the lead from the 8 car?
Um, Honestly, I think I did if I was on since I was on the outside, because coming out of turn 2, I felt the momentum coming. I just thank God the lap car didn't come up a little bit late. A little bit later, it could have been pretty bad for both of us. And the other guys that were like a couple seconds behind us could have probably won the race. But
Congratulations!
I'm
Congratulations on
sorry. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I don't have
Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, all my friends, family watching, teammates from Hammer Down Motorsports, good group of guys to race with. My sponsor, simracingmerch.com. They got some good merch if y'all want to check them out. Appreciate for everything, and thanks to y'all for putting up the show, putting up the broadcast up. I'm sorry, it's first race of the season. It's hard for me to talk a little bit. But I appreciate y'all actually putting up the broadcast up for us. And all the guys, Justin Boyles, Timothy, and all the guys that are racing tonight to actually put this all together.
Yeah. Congratulations. Enjoy the win and soak it in because nobody can ever take the Daytona 500 win away from you.
Oh, God, yeah. And plus, since when we're going into the season, I'm already locked into the playoffs, so I can actually relax a little bit. Don't have to push it that hard.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You're right. You can relax and try some things, take some chances, and relax. Congratulations.
10-4, buddy. See
All
y'all
right.
next week, and all
You
the
too,
fans
sir.
that are watching.
Yep. All right. So let's get our race results here. Not coming up for some reason.
Yeah, well, it looks like your first place finisher, of course, was 28 Kendall Levron. The second place was Justin Boyles in the 8. Third place was Danny Setzer in the um, 17. He was up. He moved up. He moved up 16 spots. That's a big move. Um, Brian Mabry was in the 4th. Joseph DuPont finished in 5th. Doc Holliday in the 88 Huckleberry Motorsports machine was 6th. Jason Baker was 7th. Carl Dotson the 29th, 8th. Jason Tripp finished 9th. Dave Hughes Jr. finished 10th. Richard Smith the second finished 11th. PJ Enkelkesen, sorry if it butchered your name. 93 finished 12th. Jordan Sailors in the 55 finished 13th. Timothy Latham in the 5 finished 14th. 15th was JD Baker in the 1 car. 16th was Tony Patton. 17th was Nick Robinson in the 71. He had a strong car all night. 18th was probably Will Barrow in the 15th, probably the strongest car all night. Them in the 71 and 15 had a rough night. 19, 48 car Brandon Browning, and 20th was Philip Loy in the 01 car. That's your finishing order for Daytona and the virtual.
Virtual Cup Series.
Sorry about that. We'll get this figured out, guys. I promise you.
Looks like next week we are at Homestead. What do you think we're going to see at Homestead from these guys?
Well, these guys have put on a great show tonight. I expect more of the same. I expect that they're just gonna put on a well of a show. They did a good job tonight. And you're just gonna see more of the same great racing you saw tonight. You're gonna see there.
Well, that'll wrap up this broadcast. This is Dave and Shane, my colleague in the booth for SRM. Go to our Facebook page, hit like, share, comment, let us know. I promise you we will have a better broadcast next week. My apologies for this. So we will see you next week. Believe 8:45 is the start of qualifying. So we will try to get that in for you. And we will see you next week. So long.